Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches.
Ceremonies today. He's Mike on the mic at 6:10 a.m. He's a good friend of the Coaches Association. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike Adams.
Thank you, Bus. You know, today it's the 31st annual Bobby Gibbs Award Show. A lot of us know Bobby since we were this big. 31st annual this year. It's good to see you, Bobby Gibbs. I saw you earlier. 31st annual this year. And what a year it's going to be. We started this whole session with culture and process, and we started it with passion and had 3 unbelievable panelists who you guys got to hear throughout the entire week. And then for you math instructors, and I think I got to algebra my entire career of college and high school, I found a new equation called E plus R equals O. So it's kind of cool, right? But today we're inducting 3 people into the Hall of Honor, and when I saw the names and I saw their impact, so we talked about process, we talked about culture, but these 3 guys, I had to use the word impact. And I want to start with the first inductee. His name's Richard Luscombe from Texaco High School. And you talk about this guy, 30 years at Texaco, 35 years coaching, 7 state titles in basketball. The only baseball championship in Texaco Coach was part of. But he impacted the entire community of Texaco. Think about that. Hey, the game's on Friday night. Hey, we won a state title. That's more than just winning games and being put in the Hall of Honor. He's impacted his entire community. And Coach, what an honor for me to be here today for you, sir. I look at the next inductee today. And you talk about in 1998, he goes 28-0 at Pewaukee High School. 28-0, hard feet, wins the state title. And he started impacting lives. He coached at West Mesa first, then he took his travels up to Pewaukee, became the AD in '99, was Coach of the Year. And just recently now, the brand new AD of Cleveland High School, Matt Martinez. Thank you for allowing me part of this today, sir. I look at our next inductee, and you got to go to a small town called Los Alamos, New Mexico to start it off. And if you know this gentleman, you know his entire family, because not only does he impact where he's at now, but family is a key word in his entire process and his culture. And he went up to El Dorado High School in '93. I met him when I was a player at Del Norte High School when I first met him. Then he goes up to El Dorado. And what he's accomplished there, and there's some phenomenal coaches in here, and legends. I just saw Jim Holzman, a legend, Frank Castillo, a legend, Jim Murphy, a legend. Well, this guy is a legend, and he's one of the most humble guys you'll ever be around. But he has a passion for this sport we love that Dr. James Naismith created in Springfield, and taught Fog Allen, who taught Dean Smith, who taught Will. Think about that. That's a pretty good passion if you love hoops. And Coach can recite that. He wins back-to-back state titles. Let me repeat that. Back-to-back state titles. Then he wins his 3rd title, but he's always in contention. And when you talk about family, what an honor for his sister today, who's a legend here. Grew up in Los Alamos, coached at the University of New Mexico. Much appreciation. And now at the University of Michigan. But what an honor for me. You're my friend, most importantly. But to be in the Hall of Honor, thank you for allowing me to be part of this, Coach. Coach Roy Sanchez. So, I think about these 3 individuals, and man, how honored am I. So we're going to start this process. We got a good day of activity. Right now, if you've ever been inducted into the Hall of Honor by the New Mexico High School Coaches Association, please stand up right now. Please stand up if you've been inducted already. Big round of applause. Good to see you, Coach Cooper, over there. Nice to see you. Also, for the Hall of Honor Selection Committee, please stand up. Please, if you're on the committee, please stand up. Bobby Gibbs just stood up. Anybody else in here? Hall of Honor Committee, thank you for being here. And now I want to bring up the president of the New Mexico High School Coaches Association, Jared Howell. Coach, come on up.
Well, I don't know if I can follow that very well, but I'm going to try to make this pretty short. I have a real bad tendency of going over at my school. They call me the preacher, so I'll try to set a new record. An honor to hear, really to be in the shadow of the greats of New Mexico, and I've been in coaching 26 years, and I can't even think of being in the positions that these people are in and the accomplishments they've made. So I'm truly my honor to be the president for this year, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity, so thank you for allowing me to be in this position. This award show is going to be tremendous. It's probably the crown jewel of the clinic. We really get to celebrate what is great and honorable about our profession and our sport. In a world that seems to be so cynical, this is the time when we can really show what's great about our community, our state. And thank you for being here, and let's celebrate the greatness and the accomplishments and what's awesome about New Mexico athletics.
Coach, thank you. Appreciate you. All right, for our first award today, it's the Distinguished Service Award for 2018 from the NMAA. Tammy Richards, come on up.
Hello, I'm a little intimidated up here looking at all the greatness in this room and knowing that all of you guys are servicing our schools and our student athletes and doing so with integrity and building good leaders for tomorrow. The Distinguished Service Award, I don't know if it's the right title for the gentleman that I'm going to ask to come up here, because as we're going through the accolades of all of our Hall of Honor inductees, he fits the bill too, so maybe that's the next thing I need to nominate him for. Coach Richardson has been, is this on? Okay, I'll hold it closer. Coach Richardson has been teaching for over 40 years and has been coaching for a majority of that. He started coaching before I was born, so for those of you that don't know me well enough to know how old I am, it's 39 and holding. He started coaching volleyball in 1972, and during that time received with his teams 5 state championships in 1980, 81, 99, and 2000. After that, he began coaching girls basketball. Actually, in conjunction with volleyball, he was coaching girls basketball as well, from 1973 to 1992, and I had the honor of being on that 1992 championship team. We went 29-0 and won the championship at the pit and edged out Mora in that, and we just celebrated that 25-year reunion, and that was awesome. In basketball, he also coached the boys as well. He did not have any championships with that team, but what he taught so many players and community members goes beyond the X's and O's. He taught us about integrity and responsibility. I'm going to try not to get emotional. He's a humble man with love in his heart. He's a faith-based man that loves his community. So sorry. A lot of you don't realize that Animas actually had a tennis team. You know, we were known for football. They'd never recognized enough of the girls' teams. It was always about that championship football team, but Coach Richardson was the heart and soul of a lot of our girls' teams for so many years, and hundreds of girls and boys have been impacted by how humble and loving he actually is. And because of him, I learned so many lifelong skills, the best of which is that it's okay to fail and that it's okay to learn from that failure, pick yourself back up and get better, and to do so with humility and love. So I may work at the NMAA now, but I'm always a Panther. And if you could come up and join us, Coach, I would appreciate it.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, young lady. You know, she talked about how to win and how to lose, and you saw her passion and her emotion. I always say coaches would be great business leaders as well. Because as I furthered my career in business, I learned how to win, how to rebound from a loss, kind of synonymous with words we use every day. And it's the impact that you could see. Pretty powerful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring up next from ProView Networks. You hear him on football, basketball, baseball, every single sport you can imagine, puts a lot of work and effort. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Deal.
Thanks, Mike. Milestone Award winner, Michael Madrigon. Milestone Award winner, Stuart Burnett. Milestone Award winner, Kevin Lackey. Milestone Award winner, Manny Vigil. Milestone Award winner, Mario Trujillo. Milestone Award winner, Leroy Gonzalez. Milestone Award winner, Jaime Ramirez. Milestone Award winner, Brian Schock. Milestone Award winner, David Howes. Milestone Award winner, Glenda Noblitz. Milestone Award winner, Level 3, David Medina. Milestone Award winner, Level 3, Kim Bell. Milestone Award winner, Level 1, 2, and 3, Claudie Thompson. Milestone winner, Level 4, 403 wins, Kevin Worth. .565 wins, Level 4 milestone winner, John Tiger. Dickie Roybal with 183 wins, milestone winner. Level 4 milestone winner, boys cross country. Level 3 girls cross country, and level 3 boys cross country winner. I apologize. Bruce Gomez. Girls track, 815 points, milestone winner Tim Flores. Okay.
Once again, big round of applause for all those coaches right there. At this particular time, ladies and gentlemen, we got to take some commercial breaks. When we come back, we have a very special guest speaker for you. So we'll go to these commercials.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award.
In their seat, we're ready to continue today's program. Could have everybody turn your attention to the big screens. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring up, he's the former baseball coach from Cobre. So he's been part of this high school association for many, many years. We now call him our New Mexico State Senator. Ladies and gentlemen, a big warm welcome for Howie Morales. Good to see you, Senator. Absolutely.
Good morning. It's so good to be here with all of you. You know, I'm taking a break from the campaign trail, and it's really good to be here in a room that I'm very comfortable in because this is my background. This is what I've done, and it's an honor, Bobby, to be here. I remember as a 20-year-old coming to my first high school coaches convention, and really the opportunities that I had. Some of the best memories were made during this week. I won't tell you all the things that were done that made the memory so good, but we had a good time. You know, having an opportunity to coach with people in my community like Claudie Thompson, like Dwayne Truan back there, and the legendary Pete Schock. I've been blessed to come from a community down in Grant County that's had a part of what's taking place and shaping lives across the state of New Mexico. So it's an honor to be here. And I want to tell all the coaches, all the educators, I want to thank you for the work that you do. Because I don't think I really understood just how demanding it was to be on the field or to be in the classroom until I actually left the coaching area or the classroom. I can tell you that they're so demanding, that the restraints that are put on us, but at the same time so rewarding. So it's an honor to be here with you, and the work that you do is to be commended. And I want to thank each one of you for the work that you do in that area. I also want to just talk a little bit about how 25 years of coaching and being in the profession and seeing the difference that we make really is life-changing. So I was sitting with Sally Marcus just a little while ago and saying, what can we do to make sure we can have more emphasis and more opportunities for students to become engaged with that? We want to raise test scores. We want to have opportunities for engagement in academic piece of it. Let's really focus on the athletics and the activities part of it, and we'll see that productivity come in. But I want to talk about how fast those times have gone by. 25 years I spent coaching kids. Wonderful opportunity in my life, but time has changed. And as you look and you see how quick things have changed, I think you saw a slight picture of there, but today we're honoring Coach Sanchez. Definitely a true leader in our profession and the work that he's done. But Coach looked a little bit different a few years back. You give me the next slide, you see Coach right there. Looks a little different right there, a little bit of a change there. But today we honor him in more of a modern look, but nonetheless, congratulations, Coach, on that. We also know that it's great to see the work that's being done here. And we see that we're going to honor an individual. It doesn't matter what school district he's a part of. He's going to make a difference and really make a difference with kids' lives. We can't go on without honoring the godfather who we're practicing with today. Coach Martinez, congratulations. So just wanted to have a little bit of fun and just talk about that. But today really is a celebration. Today's a celebration because we're honoring all the work that's been done that has had the difference and made the difference in children's lives and in communities' lives. So it's exciting to see that's been taking place. And we're celebrating, in a sense, we're celebrating life. But in this game of life, there are no timeouts. We don't have the second chance of an instant replay. It's not a scrimmage, and the clock is always ticking. And one thing that we always try to teach our players is that it's not what happens to us in life that matters. It's how we choose to react to what takes place. And that connection that we can have with those individuals that we're working around. So I want to just share a little bit, just kind of take us back a little bit onto the next slide.
Mr. Green?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
I just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
Yeah, sure.
Want my Coke? It's okay, you can have it.
No.
Really, you can have it.
Okay.
A Coke and a smile makes me feel good, makes me feel nice.
Be around.
That's the way it should be. I like to see
Hey, kid.
the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola has life. Have a Coke
Wow,
and
thanks, Mean Joe.
smile.
How many of you remember that commercial? It really stood out. It brought smiles as we saw memories there. And I think what made this such an impact on that was a connection that was made. A young child who looks up to an individual, whether it's a high school athlete, whether it's a coach, having that opportunity to talk and to break down the barriers and to talk person to person. And to have that connection made where he gets an actual jersey and he actually feels that there's that connection that's in place right there. That's the work that we do. And I think that that's something that I wanted to share, because when we're talking about this, I spent a lot of my education really trying to focus on the concept of winning and what winning meant. And I didn't talk about winning as that's the only thing that matters, or winning championships is all that counts. I didn't talk about winning as what takes place on the scoreboard, but more so in the effects of strategies, communication, cooperation, effective leadership, because we know that winning is never whining. Winning may be coming in third, exhausted, tired, but you're happy because last year you may have came in fourth. Winning is treating animals like people and people like brothers and sisters. And winning is finding those opportunities for successful strategies for optimal results. And so when I talk about winning, there's a lot of myths that are out there many times that we see. And I believe that they're myths, and you see the changing world that's taken place in the athletic realm as well as the classroom and the business setting. Some of those myths is that the only way to win is that you've got to be ruthless. You've got to do all you can, even degrading at times, or to ignore the human spirit. And the reality of it, those are myths that are out there, and we talk about myths, and we laugh about them. We don't think twice about it. In our society, we know some of those myths. You better not cross your eyes. Why not? They'll stay that way, huh? You better not change your underwear if you're hot, going 4 for 4 and have a streak. You better make sure you keep the same underwear and socks on, because that's going to keep going. And then some of you, if you had a game the next day and you stayed out too late, that lady that walked the river, La Llorona, she was going to come and get you. These are kind of some of the things that we kind of laugh about and we don't think twice about. But there are myths out there that can be harmful. And I want to share a couple of those myths. As we talk about some of those myths that are there, one of those myths is saying to be good enough is good enough. To be average is to be accepting. And the problem is that it's not that we aim too high and that we miss. The problem many times is that we aim too low and we hit. And we tend to stop working, stop challenging ourselves, stop learning. And so I ask us to continue to work, to go beyond good and become great. Good example of that was our Olympic team. Remember the Dream Team? Back in the 1990s, the United States wanted to establish that we were the basketball capital of the world. And we were going to regain that. So we got Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, all the names that came out of the NBA, and we blew past everybody pretty easily. Won every game by average of 40 points, went on to win the Olympic Games, the gold medal. Next year we did the same, but the next 4 years we did the same, but not with so much of a margin. You'd think that the other countries would have stopped back and said, well, no, we can't do anything about it, the United States is too good. They didn't. They continue to work. They continue to close that gap. And before we knew it, the United States wasn't even in the gold medal round until we started regaining that focus, those strategies that got us to where we needed to be, because we wanted to ensure that we were going to be great at anything that we do. The next myth that I want to share, and I think it's relevant for all the family members who are here who are celebrating with their loved ones. Because let's be realistic. As coaches, we spend a lot of time, but it's our family members who also carry that going forward. And we want to thank every single one of you for the work that you put in, for the criticisms that you hear in the stands, for those endless fundraisers that are done, and why you do it. And the reality of that is because society often says to show kindness, compassion, or love is to be weak or not effective. And I can tell you from a political standpoint, whether it's in the state senate or on the ball field or in the business setting or in the family environment, that's the most powerful thing we can show is when we show and demonstrate love. But I want to share the next video and kind of give you an idea how this is more of a theme that you're starting to hear.
In this game before, but how would you describe what it's like to win it?
It's indescribable. I mean, you can't make it up, man. I mean, this is only God can do this. Take a guy like me from Pelham, go to Alabama, win a national championship, come to Clemson, and have a chance to win a national championship against the best team in the country up until the last second of this game, and to see my guys fight and just believe. I told them tonight, I told them that the difference in the game was going to be love. It's been my word all year has been love, and I said tonight, we're going to win it because we love each other. We're going to love each other. I don't know how we're going to win it. I told them at the halftime, guys, we're going to win the game. I I don't know how, but we're going to win it. And man, I mean, I'm just so thankful and blessed, and it just doesn't even seem real to me. I'm thankful.
So you see it right there, an example. At the national championship level, the power of love is there. Every single one of us have a story of why we're here today and why we do the things that we do. We may have had players that have unfortunately passed away. We may have had tragedies within our community that we as leaders in our community have brought people together. And all those championship years, all were followed by stories, amazing stories of connection, of kindness, and of love. And why we do the things that we do isn't about the wins and the losses. The reason we do what we do is because we want to make sure that we can help each other move forward in a direction that we can all be proud of, especially here in the state of New Mexico. The last video I'm going to show you, I want to just sit back and just a reminder of priorities and how do we get to be at the championship level and whatever we do. This is a good example of why we do what we do.
The piece is titled Clair de Lune, Light of the Moon. In the darkness of his eyes and through the sweetness of his hands, when Patrick Hughes plays, it is the music of possibility and the sound of promise.
How would you describe your disabilities?
Not disabilities at all, more abilities.
Abilities everybody hears and sees at every Louisville football game. To understand how Patrick Hughes and his father became a two-person member of the Cardinal Marching Band, go back to when the music began. Born without eyes and with a tightening of the joints that prevents his limbs from ever straightening, Patrick has been blind and crippled from birth.
It's just countless the number of dreams that died, and my wife and I were devastated. We just asked, why us? We played by all the rules, we worked hard, we just didn't understand.
Kisses for Dad.
That heartbreak began to fade even before Patrick's first birthday, from his first moments at the family's piano in Louisville, Kentucky.
You could go up and hit a note no matter where it was on the piano, and within one or two tries he would find that exact note.
By his second birthday, he was playing requests.
Can you play You Are My Sunshine? Say Twinkle.
I was just ecstatic that, you know, okay, we're not going to play baseball, but we're going to play music together, and that was really exciting. Let's see how far we can run with this.
Fitted with artificial eyes and placed in a wheelchair, as Patrick grew, so did his passion and his talent. He played old standards by grade school and blues numbers by high school. By the time he arrived at the University of Louisville this year, his musical ability on piano as well as trumpet was well known throughout the city.
I said, Patrick, you need to be a part of the marching band. And their reaction was just a little bit of a pause.
My dad and I are hearing this and we're like, right. I mean, how in the heck am I supposed to march?
The next step was working out what we needed to make happen in order for Patrick to be involved in the marching band, other than just parking on the sidelines and playing his instrument.
I said, well, if Dr. Burns that impassioned about it and Patrick wants to do it, then by golly, I'll give it my all as well.
So it was decided Patrick would play and Dad would push. As part of the 214-member Louisville Marching Band, a blind and wheelchair-bound trumpet player and his able-bodied father do it all together. From the pre-game drill practice to the march around the stadium to the halftime performance in front of thousands. Dad rolls and rotates his son across the field in mostly perfect formation.
He'll sometimes end up pushing me a little quicker than normal, so that pretty much means, hey, must have done something wrong, so he's got to hurry up to get me to the right spot.
Dip. Spin.
In order to be at every band practice,
I'm too slow on the spin.
and to sit beside his son in every class,
Question?
How do you come up with all the...
Patrick's father works the graveyard shift for UPS.
How would you describe a work day for your dad?
Poor thing. He goes to work about 11 o'clock at night, Monday through Thursday nights, and then gets in at about 6 and goes to bed at about 6 and sleeps till around 11.
By the time Patrick moves from his bed into his wheelchair each morning, Dad is ready to begin their day together.
He's my hero. I've told him before. What he goes through, it's taught me that I don't really have any complaints. I guess a father couldn't ask for any more than the relationship that I have with Patrick.
God made me blind and unable to walk. Big deal. He gave me the ability to, the musical gifts I have and the great opportunity to meet new people.
That's your fans, buddy.
Maybe when they hear him play, they recognize, wow, you know, imagine the possibilities I didn't even consider when I saw this young man that I now know from hearing him play.
So whether it be on a field playing the Louisville fight song, or at the piano playing Claire de Lune, in a sense the melody is the same. Patrick Hughes plays so that we might hear the music of opportunity and the sound of potential.
A powerful reminder of why we do the things that we do, the impact that we have. Common people producing results that become extraordinary, just as we have with each one of you. Thank you for this opportunity to be here. Buster, thank you for the invitation. Board of Directors, I appreciate this opportunity, and I want to congratulate the 3 coaches, our Hall of Fame inductees this year, and I want to wish you the best of luck as you go back to your school districts. And just a reminder of why it is we do the things we do, and making sure that love is always at the top and the power behind everything that we accomplish. Thank you once again, and many blessings.
Great job, Senator. Excellent. As we continue today's activities, we're going to bring up next from Pier de Vista. I want to bring up Kevin Worth. Kevin Worth, come on up, sir. Where are you? He's going to be giving out the Ralph Boyer Coaching for Character Award for 2018.
All right, thank you. It is my honor and privilege today to present to you one of this year's recipients of the Ralph Boyer Coaching for Character Award. Coach Jared Howell has dedicated the past 26 years of his life instilling and teaching character to his teams. From his early days at Farmington High School to the past 18 years as the head football coach and assistant track and field coach at Piedra Vista High School. I've been blessed for the opportunity to coach and teach alongside of Coach Howell the past 15 years at PV. Since my first day on the job with him, I was able to witness firsthand the impact Coach Howell had on all athletes. Coach Howell epitomizes what this award is all about. You can see him teaching sportsmanship, coaching up effort, instilling discipline, and valuing integrity on a daily basis. He believes in every athlete and demonstrates patience, maybe not with his own kids sometimes, but demonstrates patience with each and every one of them when teaching them the many life lessons along their journey, knowing that every one of his kids has value and something positive to offer society. Retired and New Mexico High School Coach Association Hall of Honor coach Bill Kaywood was once asked how many wins he had. He responded by saying he thought he had a few hundred and lost a couple. Then he went on to state, "Oh, you meant games." That has always resonated with me, and like Coach Kaywood and many coaches in this room today, Coach Howe has definitely won hundreds, if not thousands, through his ability to connect with kids and coaching with character. There are many examples of this. Just a quick one, just this summer, we have a young sophomore lineman that was having trouble making the summer workouts because he had to watch his younger brother while his parents were at work. Well, instead of writing that kid off, Coach welcomed the little brother to the weight room and to the field. And he hangs out just on the side. He doesn't want to play football. He says he wants to play soccer. We're going to try to change his mind. But he just sits there and he watches his older brother work out and get his workout in and continue his passion for the game. Coach saw the value in this and understood the impact his player was having on his younger brother at such a young age, and has forged a relationship with this kid that leaves no doubt that Coach is there for him and cares. However, if you ask Coach Howe, it's the few kids he's lost along the way that he would regret the most. Like the kid with a lot of athletic ability, but all the odds stacked against him trying to make it. Dad in prison, mom in and out of jail, younger siblings relying on him, all the while grandma's trying to raise them all. Coach Howe gave everything he had to keep this kid plugged in. Unfortunately, as we all know, we can't win them all. If you're a young coach, you may not realize it yet, and if you've been around a while, you know the reason we are in this profession. It's to win as many as we can, and we're not talking games. It is because of educational-based coaches like Coach Jared Howe that our world is a better place. I love him for all that he stands for and all that he does for our school and our community. So please join me in welcoming this year's recipient of the Ralph Boyer Coaching for Character Award, Coach Jared Howe from Piedra Vista High School. Come. This would be you.
That's me, man.
This would be you. There you go. Congratulations. I love it.
Thank you. I don't think I'm supposed to talk or anything. That's a good thing. I got my crying face on, but thank you very much.
All right, next up, we're going to go back to ProView Network's host, Adam Deal, as he gives some awards out. Adam.
Sorry about that. Substitute. Adam got sick. We'll take care of this. From Navajo Pine, state champion, boys cross country, Kylie Thompson. From Pecos, boys cross country, Patrick Ortiz, state champions. Mr. Adam Kedge, 5A boys track and field, 5A boy girls cross country, and 5A boys cross country. Adam Kedge, Albuquerque Academy. From Alamogordo, boys soccer, Lee Wilder. From Eunice, 3A football, Kent Stevens. From the home of the Bulldogs in Artesia, 5A football, Rex Henderson. From Manzano, 6A football, Chad Adcox. From 8-man football, from Melrose, and he's retiring as a state champion, Dickie Royball. If you saw this game, it was as exciting as it gets. From Ruidoso, 4A football, Keith Johnson. From Cottonwood Classical, 3A girls cross country, Shay Tudero. From Melrose in single A volleyball and also in single A girls track and field, Casey Jackson. From Logan, 2A volleyball, Robert Young. From Sandia Prep, 4A volleyball. For the third year in a row, Audra Gentry. From Taos, 4A girls cross country, Bruce Gomez. Five A cheer, Lovington, Christy Areola. Six A wrestling from Rio Rancho, Mike Santos. Five A wrestling from Aztec, Monte Maxwell. For the second year in a row, 3A boys basketball from Pecos, Ira Harge Jr. And you'll see this man in a little while. From Texaco, 3A girls basketball, Richard Luscombe. From Fort Sumner and House, 2A girls basketball, Ben Segura. From Melrose, 1A boys basketball, Kevin Lackey. From 1A girls basketball in Elida, Jaden Isler. From Atrisco Heritage Academy, 6A boys basketball, Adrian Ortega. From 6A girls basketball from Hobbs, Joe Carpenter. From Las Lunas, 5A girls basketball, Marty Zeller. A through 4A co-ed cheer from West Las Vegas, Isabel Cavazos. Three A cheer from Pecos, Jessica Flores. 1A, 2A cheer from Cuesta, Kathy Gonzalez. 6A boys tennis from El Dorado, Mike Pick. That's one of Roy Sanchez's boys. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but I know he's been around a while. 6A girls track and field from La Cueva, Jim Ciccarello.
You got it. Thank you.
3A girls track and field from Santa Fe Prep and also retiring Tove Shear. Two A boys track and field from Fort Sumner, Lindell Bonds. From St. Michael's, 1A through 4A girls golf, Robin Martinez. Congrats. From Cloudcroft, 2A girls track and field, Nolene Adams. Five A softball from Artesia, Sandra Pulido. From silver for, I think it's 8 in a row? Yes, sir. 8 in a row, silver 4A softball, Dwayne Truen. La Cueva 6A baseball, Gerard Pineda. Farmington 5A baseball, Sean Trotter. From Taos, 4A girls track and field and 5 in a row for boys track and field, Benny Mitchell. Three A boys track and field from Dexter, Evan Navarez. Assistant Coach of the Year in track and field from Taos, Ernest Martinez. Assistant Coach of the Year from Estancia in football, Eric Lucero. Boys Basketball Assistant Coach of the Year from La Cueva High School, Kent Coffey. The Softball Coach of the Year from Farmington, Tim Trotter. The Baseball Coach of the Year, also from Farmington, Sean Trotter.
Yes, sir.
Golf Coach of the Year, Larry Vanderbout from Dexter High School. Coach of the Year in Girls Cross Country from Pecos High School, Patrick Ortiz. Boys Cross Country Coach of the Year from Albuquerque Academy, Adam Kedge. The Boys Soccer Coach of the Year from Alamogordo, Lee Wilder. Volleyball Coach of the Year from Melrose, Casey Jackson. Oh, I thought he was retired already. Football Coach of the Year, Dickie Roybal from Melrose High School. The Spirit Coach of the Year from Lovington High School, Christy Areola. Boys Basketball Coach of the Year from Pecos High School, Ira Harge Jr. The Tennis Coach of the Year from El Dorado High School, another one of Roy's boys, Mike Pick. The Girls Basketball Coach of the Year from Hobbs High School, Joe Carpenter. Girls Track Coach of the Year from Taos High School, Benny Mitchell. Boys Track and Field Coach of the Year from Dexter High School, Evan Navarez. And the Athletic Director of the Year goes to Jason Hightower from Capitan High School.
All right, another big round of applause for all those winners, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're ready for the 2018 Hall of Honor inductees. I want to turn your attention to the big screen for our first inductee. So if everybody will watch the big screen, and then we'll bring up the person who's going to present this person into the hall.
He never settled for anything less than our best. He brought out a confidence level in me that I didn't know I had. He helped me fulfill my dream, and without him, you know, and the support of my parents, it probably would have never been possible. He taught you how to run your lane. He taught you how to communicate. I have so much respect for him as a coach and as a man. He's also a mentor. He was your best friend. At the end of the day, it was to make you better.
It just came about through the hard work. I never really envisioned where we were at getting to the state championship when I first started. I was just trying to survive and trying to do the best I could. And once we started winning, then it kind of snowballed and got better and better every year. And every team that I had got better and better.
He knew the X's and O's in part of the game, but he was also, you know, a player's coach, and he knew how to motivate you. He knew how to, you know, push the right buttons. He knew how to get the most out of his players.
Starting young, he really worked on fundamentals with us. He always prepped us for every single game. We never went into any game thinking, oh my God, they're bigger and better. Even we played Kirtland Central after they've won 100 state tournaments, you know, championships. Like, we went into that game thinking, you know, we're gonna win it. It was very X's and O's. It was very get to your spot. If you're gonna set a screen, set one. Don't just get to a position.
When they came around, they were just two phenomenal individuals that really you don't see around in girls basketball, and especially in northern New Mexico. And when I saw them as, you know, third, fourth graders, I knew right then and right there that I could wait around, and very coachable. And when you have kids like that, that just makes coaching so much fun. The only thing that you're expected to win every game.
We only lost 3 games our whole career. We were very, very competitive. I mean, when we got out there, it was like we knew we were going to win every single game. To be the best was going to require you to get on the floor, get dirty, bleed a little bit, and get back out there. And so, yeah, his passion for the game was something I don't think that I have seen in another high school female coach in a while.
In 1997, we lost to Moriarty in the state championship. We were undefeated, and that was a really devastating loss. But at the same time, I had all the kids coming back, and we ended up coming back the following year and winning the state championship, and we were undefeated that year, and finally beat Kirtland Central. So it took 14 years to get to that point, and that was the first state championship in basketball in Powaka history.
In life or in coaching or in the game of basketball, you knew he was open and willing to answer your calls and answer any questions you had.
It was necessary for me to show the kids that I was committed to taking them wherever we needed to go so that they could be a better player. And that's why I got my license, and that's why I started driving the bus.
He did it, the love of the game, the love of us, the passion, just the drive he has to coach and give back to the kids. I think just to say thank you for helping me become the woman that I am today, for showing me a way of life that you never know existed, but for giving me the drive to be great.
I just hope that everybody gets the opportunity that I had, and I had just a great career, and it was a lot of fun, but at the same time it was a lot of hard work, and fun was at the end, and this is part of the fun part, I guess you can say.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring up Alan Lockridge. Alan, if you could come up.
We did this a little bit backwards. I was supposed to present that. It's hard for me to say an awful lot following that. I'm adding this one. I always remember that quote from Matt when he had to convince the girls. You got to work hard all the time. You have to win if you can. It doesn't matter what's going on. You want to have fun. Fun is when you're walking down that ramp into the pit for the state championship. And I've used that line with my kids over the years. I'm pleased and honored to introduce Matt as he's inducted today. He's an example of honor, honesty, professionalism, dedication, and maybe most important, friendship. He's expecting me to add one more thing. He's the best prankster we've ever had. I'm not going to say anything about it. I've spent over 30 years with Matt. Over 30 years, 3 of the best years of my life. Matt has always been dedicated to his athletes, to his coaches, and to his school, and above all, first, his family, his church, and his friends. We had been together for 33 years of the years that Matt worked at Powaka. We coached together. He was my athletic director for many years. Oh, I always remember, if I was in trouble, it was Alan. Didn't happen, well, it did happen often, okay. But I knew when he said that, ooh. I learned so much about coaching and competing and winning and honoring your opponent from Matt. He taught me much about the relationship of a coach to his athletes, and I carry this today as I coach. We traveled an awful lot together. I went with him to games on the bus for years and years, and I enjoyed it. I learned so much about these things with him. We traveled to the U.S. We went to national conventions, Missouri, New Orleans, Scottsdale, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. He went to many others, but we learned at the professional national conventions with coaches and colleges and NBAs and national professional team coaches, and learning things as that we learned that he carried and I learned to go with him. At this time, I would like to I want you to know I'm pleased and honored to introduce Matt Martinez as he is inducted into the New Mexico High School Coaches Hall of Honor. Matt.
Once again, big round of applause for Matt Martinez, ladies and gentlemen. No. The brand new AD of Cleveland. I see the Santa Fe New Mexican here. I see everybody covering you, Matt. Congratulations to you, sir. Now, I'm going to bring up the next presenters, and then they're going to take us to the video. So right now, to induct our next member of the Hall of Honor, I'd like to bring up Jordan Bailey and Jalen Cook.
It is my pleasure to introduce Coach Richard Luscombe this morning. Coach Luscombe began his coaching career as a graduate assistant at Eastern New Mexico University. He spent 2 years there before taking a position in Lasbuddy, Texas. He was the head girls and boys basketball coach, as well as the assistant track and football coach there. During his time at Lasbuddy, he accumulated 70 wins as a head coach and led his team to their first regional appearance in school history. 4 years later, he accepted a position at Texaco High School, where he has remained ever since. This season will mark his 30th season with the Wolverines. In his time at Texaco, he has certainly made a name for himself. He has served many roles during his career there. He has coached boys basketball, girls basketball, baseball, football, and track. Coach Luscombe's basketball programs have combined to win 644 total games, 20 district championships, 7 state championships, with 3 coming from the boys' side and 4 from the girls, a state baseball championship, as well as 2 more state baseball championships as an assistant coach. Having played for and now coached alongside Coach Luscombe, it's easy to see that he has a true passion for winning. Watching film and preparing for his opponent's game plan, he has a true gift of adjusting his own game plan in different situations and is consistently trying to figure out what's going to work best for his team on a given night. He enjoys finding new tools and strategies to add to his basketball arsenal. Coach Luscombe may watch a college basketball game one night, then the next day come to practice to put in one of the team's offenses or defenses. More than his desire to win on the court, he has a passion for watching his students and players succeed in the classroom and in life. He has coached many players that have received scholarships to further their academic and athletic careers. Coach Luscombe values player relationships, which has led to much of his success on the court. However, these are not the only milestones that he is proud of in his life. There are very few times that I've had a conversation with Coach Luscombe that he hasn't mentioned his family. It's easy to see that he is extremely proud of them. He attributes his successful coaching career to the love of his wife, Joanne, of 32 years, his daughters, Caitlin and Carly, a son, Cortland, his wife, Madison, and their son, Sawyer. And if you want to see Coach Luscombe proud, just ask him about his grandbaby. Today, Coach Luscombe adds one more milestone to his resume, one of the highest honors a New Mexico coach can receive. Join me in watching this short video about Coach Luscombe.
Well, there's the tip. Texaco controls it.
We kind of had the complete package that year, and that was really one of the funnest teams that I've coached.
And that's the end of the ball game. The Texaco Wolverines 59, the Tularosa Wildcats 48.
When I was young and growing up, we coached the Little Dribblers program at Dora, and it was just a neat experience, and I watched a lot of that go on, and being sports-minded, I thought this would definitely be a good profession to go into.
He has a great respect and love for his father. He learned everything, I think, from his father growing up in Dora. I think all of his principles come from his family and the hard work and dedication that it takes to be successful.
He's had success on both occasions. He's had over 600 wins if you count both boys and girls. I mean, the guy just knows how to win.
The biggest thing that I always try to do is, and I always tell them, I'm not going to come down to your expectations, you're going to rise up to my expectations.
And every year I think that a blue trophy is his ultimate goal. He never lowers the bar for that, and our kids always rise to the expectation. As I said earlier, though, he really works to build relationships with them, and so they want that success.
Got one timeout. She's going to let him
Quickly ahead into the corner. Danetzo for three, and she got it! Oh, Neil, my! 10 seconds to play. Sowers underneath for the win. Oh, they go in front. 2 seconds to play. And they don't get one off. What a finish for Texaco.
I think if you stay in this profession long enough, you tend to see everything. You know, you get beat on a last second shot, you win on a last second shot, you get beat by people you shouldn't, and you beat people that you shouldn't, but that's kind of what makes it fun. And
one of the greatest things that I've learned from Coach Luscombe is that to persevere. You know, no matter the situation, you've got to be able to get through the tough times to see the benefits of your hard work. And I think the kids see that as well. And so, like I said, he's the old school of tough love, but at the end of the day, you know he cares about you and wants to see you succeed.
Being able to handle adversity as a coach and not let it affect your team, not get down on your kids, because, man, they look up to you so much. And he has done a great job just staying here rather than, you know, up and down all the time.
the championships and all of that, it's nice. But the relationships that I've been able to build with these kids will stay with me far longer than any of those will. Well, I think the most important thing to focus on is to be yourself. You know, don't try to be somebody else, because the kids are going to see through that. You've got to be yourself, and you've got to do the things that you believe in, because those are the things that are going to help you to be successful. And I think that's the biggest thing, is just be yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you my former coach, my mentor and friend, 2018 New Mexico High School Coaches Association Hall of Honor inductee, Richard Luscombe.
Wow. Richard Luscombe, welcome to the Hall of Honor 2018. And now for our next inductee, I'd like to bring up the former coach from the University of New Mexico women's basketball program, the current assistant coach at the University of Michigan, Yvonne Sanchez. Welcome.
Thanks, Mike. I was told at 10 p.m. last night by my brother that I'd be giving a speech, so you see I have one. I'd like to congratulate all the inductees, all the state champions, the milestone winners. That's incredible. And for the state of New Mexico, it's an honor for you guys to be up here too, because you guys have done an incredible job. To be up here starting when we were young, actually, is Senator Morales still here? If he's gone, he's wrong about one thing. The Llorona still exists. I'm telling you that right now. And he's right about another thing. You don't get instant replays, trust me, especially in the semifinals of the state championship game. But we're over that now. You know, the biggest thing to start off is when we were young. You know, we played every sport that existed, it seemed like, growing up in Los Alamos. We played baseball when baseball was in season. We played football when football was in season, and we played basketball. And it's funny because my brother and I would kill each other. And obviously he was older. My sister would be the referee, and she got tired of us beating up on each other, so she went in the house. And it was always, I probably went in crying to my mom and dad, Roy's cheating, he messed me up, he bloodied my lip, whatever it was. But basketball, football, baseball, sports were always a passion with our family. When my brother played in Los Alamos, you know, he was always the bruiser. He was always the one that said, you know what, Roy, you have 5 fouls, go use them wisely. And he did that every single game, and it was fun to watch, especially against, you know, some of the teams like Espanola, you know, would be kind of one of the rival games. And if you guys ever played Espanola, you'll understand. But it was fun. You know, growing up, we moved to Albuquerque in the early 80s. And I'll never forget the phone call I got from Jerry Brown. And I know Roy doesn't get a microphone today, which is good. But he'd like me to thank a lot of people. But Jerry Brown called the house, and this is when we still had landlines. You guys remember those. And he said, hey, is Roy there? And I go, no, he's, I don't know, at work or something. He was working for Coors at the time. And he said, you know, I just got this job coaching girls at Del Norte High School. Do you think he'd be interested? I go, yeah, he wants to coach. I definitely think he'd be interested. So I told Roy, and he was all fired up. And then again, I think that's what started his coaching career. He started coaching girls with Jerry Brown, and then ended up following him to El Dorado High School, which was a phenomenal thing because that was a high school I went to. So we have a lot of ties there. You know, the biggest thing for him is coaching all these years and starting a family with his wife, Ann, who he's much appreciative because there's a lot of, really, do you have to go to the gym? Do you have to? Yes, my boy, I have to go. And, you know, then when Mallory came around, Mallory was always in the gym, always around. He was like, oh, I'm going to get a basketball player. I'm going to get a basketball player. She was a cheerleader. And then, and it was funny, the deals he used to make with Mallory. You know, Daddy, can I ice skate? Can I be a cheerleader? Yes, but one more year of T-ball, and then you can do it. And so that'd be the deal, but sorry. But a tremendous cheerleader. And then Jenna came around. He was like, this is it. Jenna, this is it. We're going to get it. No, Dad, I'm going to go up and do homework and do math. You're like, math? I mean, you don't know that a letter exists in math. Who would have thought letters exist in math? Jenna does. But he's got an unbelievable family, and Mallory and Jenna and Ann. And my parents were always alongside. They went to everything. They sacrificed so much for us to get us shoes, to get us to the gym, to get us to the ball field. You know, everything that they did, we were always in tow. And every game that Roy coached at El Dorado, at Del Norte, especially when I was in high school, because we'd play Del Norte, sorry about that. But it wouldn't go well for one team. I won't say who. But, you know, our parents were always in tow, and they were always there. And it's a great, great situation for our family to be able to be in this honor in the Hall of Honor. But the biggest thing, I think, is being able to coach alongside him for 2 years at El Dorado High School and seeing the amount of former players just come back. I mean, guys I don't even know. I kind of remember the name, but they were always back. They were always there in the summertime working out, saying hello. You know, we went up to Metro State, saw Greg Muth and his children. I mean, I remember that guy years ago. Daniel Ferris, you know, and just numerous, Cullen Neal, some of those guys. And just the fact that, you know, I know one coach said, it's the amount of wins and losses that you have. It's true. It is the amount of wins and losses you have, but the wins aren't, you know, numerical. The wins are what you do with your players and how you've done it. I know that Roy's done it the right way. You know, and just to see losing in the state championship in the semifinals was tough. And it was, and it's difficult to lose any time. You know, he takes it hard, trust me, he's really stubborn. But not one time do you mention the situation. He mentioned to the players and those boys who were devastated that, hey, look, in life, if this is the worst thing that ever happens to you, you've lived a pretty good life. You know, you really have. You know, losing in the semifinals of the state championship game isn't devastating. It really isn't. It's just a tough loss. And it's something that adversity brings, and it'll make you better for other situations you face. And those guys looked him in the eye, and they were like, you're right. And they walked out of that locker room with their head held high, as they should. And that's just one of the many lessons that he's taught his players along the way. He's got players coming from 20 years ago, from whenever, from last year. And again, I see the situations with Matt, with Coach Lipscomb, how much your players just really care about you, and that's winning. That's winning in life, and that's winning with your players. He's got his assistant coaches here, Coach Massey, Coach Baca, Coach Halston, his longtime friend, Coach Dotson. You know, it was actually fun eating lunch at the football office and listening to all the stories, because then I got the perspective of it. I can't say publicly, I'm sorry, but they were good stories, trust me. But Roy's been about people, and he's always been about people. It's never going to be about wins and losses. And, you know, that will continue to go. That's why I think he's a great athletic director, even though they had to go to a 7 o'clock meeting this morning. Sorry, ADs. And that's why he's always going to win in the game of life, in my opinion. For me, it is my pleasure to have this short video shown, and hopefully it'll give you a perspective of Coach Sanchez and what he's all about.
In their road blacks trimmed in burnt orange, it's happening. The 5A state title game is underway. Offer will get a shot off. El Dorado, your 2012 5A boys state champion.
Jerry Brown was my sophomore basketball coach in Los Alamos. He came down and he became the head coach at El Dorado High School boys team, and I started coaching with him. He asked me to coach, and just loved it from there.
He's not a coach that needed to be in the spotlight. He's not one who needed all of the attention. He's always enjoyed teaching basketball, but he definitely has rules. He definitely has philosophies and theories about the way things should be done, and he is very consistent. And he's always grown. He's always learned.
We had probably 4 different offenses, and got 4 different state trophies. About every 7 years, I have to change my offense, just for me to become a better teacher and coach, and to change with the times. And I'm glad I've been able to do that, not do the same things the same way. I don't want to do that. I want to be different.
The El Dorado Eagles are the state 5A champions. They win 45-41 over the Cibola Cougars.
And I really learned how to do things the right way. I believe Coach Sanchez does things the right way. I mean, he doesn't recruit, he gets what he gets and he moves on with it. These academics, everything that everybody says but doesn't do, he does.
It goes back to fundamentals, it goes back to expectations, it goes back to working hard.
A lot of things that we would do on the court to try and prepare, something I tried to translate to school and life. You know, build a good work ethic, being tough, being a team, being unselfish, really. You know, sometimes things are tough, and so's life, but you have to find a way to push through it and get through it. And, you know, that's the difference between sometimes making it and sometimes not, is that little bit of extra effort.
That's the, you know, underlying thing, you know, really just be a good person. You know, you're gonna go through some stuff, but tough times don't last, you know. Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
That's the most important thing. You know, you can have the best coach, but if he doesn't care, I mean, the team's not going to work. But Coach, he cared about us.
As you look back on everything, you know, your parents believed in you, your family, your wife let you live. She made me a better person all the time. You know, I have 2 daughters who, you know, you're very lucky, because the first one lived the first week of her life in the hospital. So to talk about toughness, the second one, Jenna, lived 10 months in an orphanage. So my sister had to deal with some things, but she was a coach. She needed a team. And, you know, I appreciate everybody and all those players and family.
He's an Eagle, and that's never going to change. And that's something that he preaches and preaches and preaches. I mean, the loyalty that he has to this community is phenomenal.
You know, El Dorado, you know, I started out here in the gym, and it was a very important piece of what I did, and it still is. But El Dorado is more to me than that. It's kids learning in different areas. We'll go out to the courtyard, we'll go out to the lecture hall, we'll go into some classrooms. That's the real El Dorado. That's what we're about, not just athletes, not just in the gym, working to be a better person all the time. And that's what this school means to me.
That was good. So the first time he's ever worn a suit, and it's not plaid, I would definitely like to introduce a 2018 Hall of Honor, my brother, Roy Sanchez.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a class of 2018. Matt Martinez, Richard Luscombe, and Roy Sanchez. One big round of applause. And now I'd like to have Jared Howell with a few more comments.
Okay. This is where we do a little bit of a transition of president to incoming president. Now become transitioning to the outgoing president. Again, a great ride and a tremendous opportunity and a privilege to be here in the shadow of greatness. And my pleasure right now is to introduce you to the incoming president for next year, Mr. Willie Owens.
Thank you. And on behalf of New Mexico High School Coaches Association, if you were a former leader of our organization, would you please stand and be recognized? It's my honor to be up here representing the coaches here in the state of New Mexico. And would you all please join me and recognize Gerald? And as I accept this position, I would really like to say how proud I am to call many of these coaches in here my friends, but to see the guys that just got honored, all three, just tremendous people. I'm totally honored to be up here in this capacity. But on behalf of the Coaches Association, thank you for this honor, and I'm so proud to be representing our state and our coaches. Thank you very much.
Well, the 2018 award show's wrapped up. I can't wait for the 32nd annual Bobby Gibbs Award Show. And I really want to take a moment to thank Buster, who puts a lot of effort, along with his board of directors, all the past presidents, everybody who's involved. But take a moment to give Buster Mayberry a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. So as we wrap up today, what a week, an incredible week of learning, incredible week of guest speakers, and then it's all said and done with our Hall of Honor inductees. I want to say thank you because the one thing I take away, I try to have a takeaway every single meeting I'm in, every single day I live, is that thank you three for sharing your stories with me today because they'll resonate, and I mean that. For the past 3 years, Buster has had me here, and I truly appreciate your story, but most importantly, your journey. We thank you. Have a good night.